And what's cracking, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's update on ICP Internet Computer Protocol. I wish they had a better name, but so well, that's that. But this is actually the second round of me actually doing this analysis, because I did it the first time around, like the whole thing with, you know, the bits, the targets, the everything. And turns out my audio flopped on me. Now this blue is jarring suddenly. I'm going to change that. It's a pink, looks like a red, but anywho, let's move on with this. Also, a big congratulations to everyone. We have finally gotten to the Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin halving is completed. This is actually not based on time, for those of you wondering. It's actually based on block height. Bitcoin has to reach a block height of 840,000 for halving to be accomplished, and 840,000, we got to 840,062. So yeah, this is amazing. So this is a brand new sort of milestone in Bitcoin's history. I think this might be the most important one, because it's with this fourth halving now that Bitcoin becomes the hardest asset on planet Earth, harder than gold. And how does one determine the hardness of an asset? That has much to do with stock to flow ratio. For those of you wondering what is a stock to flow ratio, you're probably thinking of Plan B. But stock to flow, guys, stock is basically the circulating supply of that asset, and flow is the issuance of that asset. Okay, so now the issuance, with every halving, guys, the issuance decreases, right? But for gold, on the other hand, every year the issuance of gold goes up ever so slightly. Right, so it was this halving that actually marks that threshold where gold finally surpasses, where Bitcoin, finally surpasses gold as the hardest asset on the planet. So this is a very, very big day for Bitcoin, the Bitcoin community, the Bitcoin network. For those of you still jumping into the rabbit hole of, Bitcoin, go ahead and check out this article. I will be posting it down below, where Sean actually breaks it down in an ELI 5 explanation, right? So explain it like I'm 5. So even if you're 5 years old, you're going to be able to read that and understand what is the value proposition of Bitcoin and why is it such an amazing innovation that has hit our planet. It is one of those monetary innovations that happens once every century. So this is a very, very big milestone. So go ahead and check it out if you're still trying to figure out what the hell is Bitcoin. Alrighty, so now with this, guys, let's jump into ICP. It's a big day. Now, the last time we spoke about ICP, guys, I told you that, hey, it's time to start getting greedy on your bids. And why is that? Because the market was dumping as a whole. All right, I said this is a good time to start getting greedy, start gunning for those weekly levels. Now, I had given you two levels. The first one, this was the first zone right here, came in from around $15.62, going all the way down to $14.70. Right, now why was this important? Well, this was a multi-year resistance now flipped into support. As you can see here, the last time ICP lived above this region was only on April of 2022. And ever since we actually got up here, this was back in Jan of this year, we just kept getting rejected off of this level, right? This is where the sellers stepped in. They stepped in hard from Jan all the way to March. Right, so 2 months of just resistance. So this was a very, very important, this was a very important breakout right here. So I said, okay, you know what? You can actually gun for that weekly level. But one better than that, guys, one better than that. Given how bearish the market got in that interim, I said you can actually gun for lower. Because every time, guys, you see fear in the markets, right, people are more trigger happy to actually just go and sell their bags when they start seeing blood, especially if they're over leveraged, especially if they have a position size that they cannot possibly handle. Right, so when you find that information to be true on the chart and you've still established that, hey, this is a bull market. For those of you wondering, Krisha, is this still a bull market? In my opinion, yes. I'm buying the dips. Okay, when you have established this is all information for you. Right? But fear is a good thing when it's a bull market. Why is fear a good thing? Because you get to gun for better bids. Now, the one better bid that came in on ICP came in from around $12.64, going all the way down to $11.79. And what did prices end up doing? Well, we came all the way down to that second bid opportunity and then bounced right off of it. Right? Now, if you manage to catch that entire bid, guys, all right, from the bottom of the red box territory to where price is at right now, you're up a good 23% on that trade. 23%. All right, so if you want to build now, even on this position, think of how easy it gets. It gets super, super easy. This was an excellent bid opportunity. And this was hinged primarily on what? How do we come up with that? Well, this was based on the weekly Ichimoku cloud. Go ahead and turn on your Ichimoku cloud. Right. Now, we had 2 levels swinging in at around that red box territory, 3 levels actually, because there was some major confluence on this level. We had the Ichimoku Tenkin. Let me just go ahead and switch off all my lines. We had the Tenkin coming in right here, as well as the Kijun right there. And what was so cool about this level is that even if prices came down and bounced off of it, we were still not breaking trend. And that's what made this that excellent greedy level to be gunning for as a buyer. Right? Not just that, so we have the Tenkin and the Kijun coming in right there. In addition to that, guys, if I just go ahead and turn on my dynamic indicator, we also had the dynamic cloud coming in line with that Kijun right there. So there's so much beautiful confluence on that level. Right, so that's why I told you I'm going to get greedy on that bid specifically. Get greedy on the bid. If you manage to capture that, nothing like it. Because now that prices has bounced a good 23%, if you want to add to your position now, you're stress-free on this trade, right? You're super stress-free on this trade. So now what happens next for ICP? Can we actually expect continuation from here? All right. Or can we actually get another pullback opportunity into the red box territory before we see any more action from, well, the bulls or the bears? Well, for that, guys, I'm going to say get on over to your Mango dashboard. Because 2 weeks ago, when I last gave you that update, it was the dashboard that actually kept us on the right side of ICP and told us that, hey, it's time to actually be gunning for those greedy bids. Right, so you guys are going to find the dashboard on app.mangoresearch.co. Let's go ahead and filter out ICP from this list. And also notice, by the way, market-wide trend and volatility. Trend is short, but volatility at 88. The bears might start getting exhausted across the board, so that's something to watch out for. So ICP on the drop down. So now the 4-hour currently is long, okay? However, for the rest of the time frames, from the 12-hour to the 4-day time frame, we have a bit of a trend reset on there, right? So neutral from the 12-hour, 2-day, 4-day. Daily, however, is short. But check this out. The 12-hour and the 2-day were previously also short. So we're seeing that, hey, the bears are actually losing steam on the 12-hour time frame and on the 2-day time frame. However, we could potentially still see a pullback on ICP owing to the volatility on the 4-hour. Now, how am I coming up with that? Well, the trend is long. Okay, so yes, the bulls are in control in the 4-hour time frame. I think we can all agree with that. More importantly, we know that just by looking at the returns, right? 6.28 on returns. If you manage to catch the trend on the 4-hour time frame, so basically you caught a long trade on the 4-hour time frame, you are already up by a good 6.28%. However, the one thing that is telling me that, hey, even though the bulls are in control, you can look for a pullback opportunity, it's this volatility right here. 90. And every time I see volatility expand to 90s, I'm saying that, hey, the bulls actually might be getting exhausted right here. And when the bulls get exhausted on that long trend, that's when you can look for the pullback opportunities. All right, and that's why I love the dashboard. It gives us amazing information, because oftentimes you're going to find these crazy freaking moves, but you don't know if it's the right time to be getting in, especially if you're someone who missed your bid. Right? Let the volatility guide you and helping you understand that, hey, you might be able to catch a better bid. Okay, so right now the 4-hour is telling us that, hey, hold still, there might be a better bid coming in soon. All right, so with this now, let's get into the chart. And also, before I get into the chart, guys, premium video section right here on the left-hand side of your menu bar. We will be uploading more altcoin videos on there, because I do believe that the market is in this juncture right now where everyone should be focusing on their allocations. I said this in the Discord chat as well. Focus on your allocations, because here's my thesis. All right, now for those of you in the Mango Seed program, in the last mastermind call, I broke down my entire alt season thesis for you. I believe that alt season is around the corner, and you see these nominal prices that we're seeing, like right now ICP's price is $14.45. My thesis is this: I don't think we're going to be seeing these nominal prices again until the next bear market. Yeah, it's a bold statement. I know it's a bold statement, but I have an entire sort of supporting thesis that I presented to everyone, super quantifiable. I do have invalidations for all of this, of course, but that's my broader thesis just in one succinct line. I don't think we're going to be seeing these nominal prices until the next bear market. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Focus on your allocations. That's what I have been up to all month, just focusing on my allocations. And of course, since it's April, it's also tax season. So yeah, it's allocations and taxes for me this month. But yeah, that is my broader thesis. I'm saying eyes on the prize, and we will be uploading more premium videos right here. Okay, but now with this, guys, getting back on over to ICP. Now the 4-hour is telling us that, hey, you can actually look for a better bid opportunity, right? So with that, guys, let's get into the 4-hour time frame. All right, so you can see that, okay, prices rallied considerably from $11.79. That's a good 23% to the upside, right? And you can see that, okay, we're currently at this red box territory, which was previously, well, resistance flipped into support, now back into resistance, right? So this is a zone of resistance for ICP. But now question is, where is the next bid opportunity? If we do have to see a pullback right here, where is the next bid? Well, now guys, now we actually have an amazing tool that we just released, okay, to help us with just this information. Where is the next major bid opportunity on any of the coins that you're looking at and on any of the time frames that you're looking at? And that, guys, is the Mango Lifeline indicator. Now, I'm going to link this down below, the mangoway.com/lifeline, so you guys can go ahead and check it out. But better than that, let me show it to you on the chart. Okay, this has been a freaking dream, okay? It's been a hack, but go ahead and turn on your Lifeline indicator. All right, now check this out. Super simple. If the asset is bearish, all right, the candles turn red. If it's bullish, the candles turn green. That is the prevailing bias on the chart. In fact, if I just zoom out of this picture, ICP turned red, like it turned bearish, right? The bias turned bearish. Back in the first week of April, prices was still hovering at $16.88, and it stayed bearish. Even on this rally right here, it still stayed bearish. And even if we have to be conservative on our bids, right? Say we entered right here when it turned bearish, right? Until when it stopped being bearish, this was a good 25% on that dump. You saved yourself 25% on the dump. You either caught it based on a short opportunity, or you saved yourself 25% if you were swing trading ICP. Right, so 25%, it stayed red the entire time, telling you that, hey, this bias is bearish, look for bearish trades. All right, or one better, look for a deeper pullback opportunity on the chart. Now notice what the candles are saying. Candles have turned green, saying that, hey, it's bullish now. Right, now when it is bullish, it gives you the next bid opportunity that you should be gunning for, as well as the next targets to the upside, as well as your invalidation point. So according to the Lifeline, guys, the next major bid opportunity on the 4-hour time frame comes in at around $13.78. Okay, $13.78 going all the way down to $13.31. It's only when prices really break $13.31 that is your invalidation. Right? If we start breaking $13.31, you know that, hey, you've been invalidated on that trade. That's when you can actually start gunning for a lower bid on ICP, perhaps even the bottom of that red box territory, which is our weekly region of support. Right? Nothing like capturing a bid on a weekly region, because that too is going to be a very easy one to manage. From $13.31 all the way down to the bottom of the range, it's going to be a good 11% to the downside. But for now, guys, the next major bid opportunity, and this is why the Lifeline is freaking beautiful. Everything is just drawn out for you, literally. Right? The next buy opportunity comes in at around $13.78. All right. As far as targets to the upside are concerned, we have $15.82 as first stop, second stop $16.36, third stop $17.43. All right, I say we start getting up to our targets as soon as we start closing candles inside that red box territory right there at around 1474. After that, I'm saying up we go. But as far as the current pullback opportunity is concerned, just based on what the dashboard is telling us, because volatility is so freaking high on the 4-hour time frame, we know that, hey, we can gun for a better bid opportunity on ICP. The next bid, $13.78. Now the Lifeline indicator is still in beta, so we are still running early bird prices. You can find it once again on the mangoway.com/lifeline. But yes, the next bid, guys, $13.78. Keep it simple, stupid. As far as our cyclical targets are concerned, I honestly think that ICP can get up to all-time highs. Okay. However, we still have some interim targets that we can hit. As soon as we start closing weekly candles over this region here at 1562, I want to see consecutive weekly closes over this region. Okay, consecutive weekly closes. As soon as we start doing that, I'm saying up to $23 first stop, $44 next stop, and then right after that, $87. Can we actually go higher from there? I mean, it's a bull market. Yeah. Why not? I don't see why not. All right, from our prices at right now to, well, $44, which I believe is the top of the cloud, is a good 3x. That's a good 200%. Okay, from there all the way to, well, $88, that's a good 500% to the upside. So even if prices get up to, well, its previous all-time high, that's still an amazing trend trade to be had right there. Right, 500%, nothing to scoff at. But yeah, this is ICP for you. The current bid is 1378. If we start falling below 1331, you can then gun for, once again, bottom of the range at around $11.79. Keep it simple, stupid. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like. If you have any other requests on any other altcoins, make sure to mention it down in the comment section below. You guys have been amazing with your encouraging words, and I read all of it, and I try to like each and every one of your comments. If I have missed yours, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to try and get to them as soon as I get the notification on my phone. Cool beans. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Chat, you guys.